Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for joining me today in Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. My name is Dr. Obiora Mba Iboweze. Today's date in Igbo calendar is Eke, the third month, Ọnwa nke ịtọ, called Ọnwa Ife Eke. Today's date in Igbo calendar is Eke, Eke Market Day, n'ọnwa nke ịtọ, n'ọnwa Ife Eke. Why today's date in the foreign Roman Catholic calendar is 6th day of May 2024. Like I've said many times at Nkolo Mahadum, that every African, every Biafran people should always set the date with our own local calendar. That is the one that makes sense. That one is ours. And then the foreign Roman Catholic calendar will now come next, if you want to use it. Like we always told you in this Nkolo Mahadum, that we present issues from Biafran and African perspective. Thank you for joining me today. As you can see, our title, the title of our lecture today is for you to hold the governors who are in charge of Biafra land responsible for everything that is going on in their state. Hold the governors responsible, especially the governor of Anambra State, Governor Soludo. We have let you know on this Nkolo Mahadum that when we say Biafra land, we are referring to all the states, all the artificial boundaries created by Britain in our land that included Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Abia, Rivers, Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and the others. We are one people. We are Biafran people. So this lecture is for you and for all Africans that needed the people to have a good life. At Nkolo Mahadum is an university where government consults, government go to get information to help them know how to make life better for our people. The government officials are listening to Nkolo Mahadum. If you are not listening, start listening from today. Go back to all our lectures. Go back to all our previous lectures and listen to them. Listen to them every day to help you to know how to manage the land, the resources, the people, so that the people you are in charge of will be benefiting from what you are doing. It's very, very, very important. So in today's lecture, Nkolo Mahadum is trying to provide a friendly advice to the governors, especially Governor Soludo of Anambra State. Nkolo Mahadum want to make it clear that the first job for every governor is to protect the lives and properties of the people. Even though in the Nigerian setting, the governors don't have the power because security is on the exclusive list. Being on the exclusive list means that the federal government is the one that is in charge of security. So for any governor to actually do anything about security, they have to get permission from Abuja. And it shouldn't be so. How can you accept such condition? How can you continue to accept that security should be in the exclusive list? It's not fair. And it's because of that that you are unable to provide security for our people. But I will talk in case of Anambra State, Soludo. Governor Soludo once pronounced that cow rearing is banned in Anambra State. He made it a law. I think the House of Assembly also passed it as a law that cows are no longer allowed to go anywhere in Anambra State. But to our surprise, cows are everywhere in Anambra State. Fulani cows are everywhere in Anambra State. When I came back last time and wanted to go and see my land at Isu and Ocha, the person that I was going with told me, no, we cannot access that land. I said, why? He said, we cannot access it because the Fulanis are there with their cows. So what is Soludo doing? How can he pronounce that cows, that the state doesn't want cows to be moving around in the state, and he cannot implement or enforce that? This is baffling. This is baffling. Fulani cows are menaces in our land, especially in Anambra State, where Soludo said that he has banned the cows. Before we continue, we must beg you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us, share our program, our lectures, follow us on Facebook, like and share our programs to your friends and well-wishers. It's very, very, very important. And for your information, Nkolo Mahadum is not your friend. Even if you're a friend to the governor, don't protect him. Even if you are going in the same church, Catholic church with Governor Soludo, don't protect him. Facts are facts. Everybody is killed. Whether you are a Catholic, whether you're an Anglican, whether you're a atheist, everybody is killed. So don't support anybody blindly just because you are going to the same church with that person or because you are his neighbor or that. Nkolo Mahadum doesn't care about that. We are here to pronounce the truth and to let the people know what the governors should be doing for them and to hold them responsible. So the first responsibility of every governor is to provide security for the people. Security in their homes and security in their farmlands and in their forests. Therefore, I am calling on the governors in Biafra land, calling on Governor Soludo to flush out all the Fulani herdsmen terrorists from our lands in Biafra land. Flush them out from Biafra land. Governor Soludo, flush them out from Anambra State. The second responsibility of every governor is to provide roads for the people. I can see a lot of roads going on here and there. Yes, it's good to construct roads. But the question is, what kind of road are you constructing? Are you constructing the one that will not survive next rainy season, like some governors have done in the past? Especially about this road construction. We are monitoring everything that is going on. We saw the one that OT is doing in Abia State and the one that Soludo is doing in Anambra State. Yes, in terms of comparing performance of governors, Governor Soludo is like doing better than the previous governor that did nothing, that did almost nothing, little or nothing, the one that just left. You guys, everybody know whom he is. But Governor Soludo is trying to build roads, to construct roads for our people. But there are some issues Nkolo Mahadum have realized about that road construction. And I will like this video to get to Governor Soludo. Governor Soludo, the problem we have, the problem Nkolo Mahadum have with the roads you are constructing, like the one you constructed in my community, in Agoloka. Yes, yes, we are happy you did. But that job is not yet done. That road is not yet done. You have to send your team back. The spaces between the houses and that road need to be concreted. Send your men back to work to those roads constructed in Agoloka community so that they can concrete the spaces between the houses and the road. If not, it will be a mess in this rainy season. Please do so. Also, many of the roads you are constructing, the labor you are using is very poor. It's very, very poor. I saw some roads that some gutters that you are building, they are falling. You are building them, they are falling because of the type of labor you are using. The labor you are using in Anambra State is very, very, very poor to construct the roads. And the pace of work on the roads are very, very poor. How many kilometers are the roads that you are building? How many of them? Like the one from Unizik Junction, from Express, Unizik Junction, temporary site, Unizik Junction, to Isu and Ocha. What is the kilometer? And the one you are constructing from Isu and Ocha to Achala. What is the kilometer? Why can't you finish that road very, very fast? You want that road to enter this rainy season? You want that road to enter this rainy season? So the slow pace of work in many of the roads you are building is not helping our people. It creates dust everywhere in the dry season. There's dust everywhere. Then in the rainy season, there's poto everywhere. Not accessible. Why should you be building such roads? Why should you be building roads that is not, the planning is also wrong. You don't even build diversions first. The proper way to build a road, if you know you want to build a major road, first of all, you go and build the diversion. You build the diversion to standard before you can now build the main road. The diversions are messed up. Is that the roads you are building? You need a change. Somebody have to talk to you. And then Nkolo Mahadum is doing so. We want this video, we want this lecture to get to Professor Soludo of Anambra State and other governors in Biafra land. How can you be building a road without covering the gutters? You need to be covering the gutters. So on roads, Governor Soludo also said that the roads will last for 20 years. The H road he's building will last for 20 years. And I ask, so after 20 years, you will allow the roads to spoil? So you cannot develop maintenance culture to make sure that those roads last forever. We need to have maintenance culture to make sure that all the roads that we are building will last forever. Also, Governor Soludo, you need to be maintaining the old ones. Like in Oka, the road that went from Ukwaji back to my village, to Unkwele, Oka, that was built by Etiaba, you left it unmaintained. You should be maintaining or rebuilding old roads while building new ones, so that everywhere will look good. That is another area that you need to pick up, because people are afraid to talk to you. People don't want to talk to you because you are in the same religion with them, you are in the same political party, or you are this and that with them. Nkolo Mahadum stands to tell you the truth. That's why you should listen to our program, listen to our lecture, and change and do the right thing. Please, all the old roads should be maintained or rebuilt while building the new ones. You cannot abandon the old ones. It's not good. Why we are calling Professor Soludo out today from Nkolo Mahadum is that a lot is expected from him, because much is also given to him. The next important area that the people should hold the governors, all the governors in Biafra are responsible, is light. The provision of light. Nkolo Mahadum is joining IPOB, is joining other well-meaning citizens of Biafra land on the governors to give us light in Biafra land. Give us 24-hour electricity in Biafra land. That is what we need. You know the benefit of providing light for our people? That is what we need. That is what every nation needs for development, is electricity. Invest in electricity. Governor Soludo, the way Nkolo Mahadum decided to advise you today to not fail, do not fail to give Anambra State and other governors in the Biafra land, do not fail to give the Biafran people electricity before the end of your tenure. That is what the people need. Roads will help to provide security, because when there's lights everywhere, that is security in itself. Roads will improve the condition of life of people. People can afford to buy fan. People can afford to buy AC. People can create more things with electricity. There'll be lights in the hospitals and schools. You should know better. You know the benefits of having electricity. So it is very, very important that you provide electricity to our people in Biafra land, the governors in Biafra land, and particularly to Soludo of Anambra State, because When you were coming in, our people in Anambra State expected a lot from you. And now, your first time is about to be over. And even the roles you are, the main thing that people are seeing that you are doing, it's not being done well. So you will try as much as you can, please, to provide electricity to our people. Another issue that Nkolo Mahadum is advising the governors in Biafra land is to conduct local government election. How can you hold the resources, all the money allocated for local government? You have it in the state. That's not how to govern. As Biafran governors, as Biafran people, you're supposed to be doing things better. Don't listen to other states. You know that our people, you know what our people have gone through. You know what our people are suffering. You should be able to have a system that will make the local government system to be working in Biafra land. You have to have a system. If you don't have that system, what makes you different than any other person, than other races? What makes you different? Yes, we claim to be special, this and that. Show that speciality by providing a system to make sure that the local government is working. Local government is in the grassroots. Those are the people that are very close to the people, to the villages, to the towns. Conduct local government election in all the states in Biafra land, and especially in Anambra State. Governor Soludo, conduct local government election in Anambra State and make it work. If you cannot find a way to make it work, then you are not qualified to govern. It's very, very, very important that all the governors in Biafra land conduct local government election and make sure that it is working for our people. Very, 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 very important. The next issue, Nkolo Mahadum will be advising the governors today again, is on health. Many health institutions in Biafra land are dead traps. People go and they don't come out. And Nkolo Mahadum is challenging the governors to provide a list of both public and private hospitals. How many people that have come in there and how many that walked home alive. Provide that statistics so that we know. Because personally myself, I've lost a lot of people in public hospitals and private hospitals in Anambra State. It's not working. Can you tell me even a government hospital that has light 24 hours in Anambra State or in any state in Biafra land? That if you don't have light in your facility 24 hours, how can you function? How can you take care of parents, of patients? And the idea of asking patients to buy this and that in the hospital should stop. It is the government responsibility to provide all the things needed to take care of patients, especially in the public hospitals and also in the private hospitals. Private hospitals, once the patient pays what he or she is required to pay, you are the one to provide every other thing. You don't ask the patient to go and buy cotton, go and buy this, go and buy plaster before you can administer any treatment on that patient. That is wrong. It is the state government's policy. It is state government's responsibility to make sure that the private hospitals are following the state laws. You have to make the laws. People are dying in our land. No hospital is safe. Equip those hospitals. Make sure there are trained personnel and also pay them well. Pay them well. What you are paying now is very, very, very poor. And this payment also brings me to the salary. Many governments in Biafra land are paying their workers. As things are today in Biafra land, there should be no civil servant earning less than 150,000 naira. As things stands today in Anambra State, no civil servant should be earning less than 150,000 every day. You don't have conscience. The Biafran governors, you don't have conscience. Your civil servants have children to feed, to clothe, to pay for their school fees, to transport to work, and to feed, and you're paying them 30,000? Come on. A lot much more is expected from you. And before I continue, we at Nkolo Mahadum will advise you again to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our programs, comment so that we know how you're feeling. Share it, follow it on Facebook. Follow us. Listen to our previous lectures, and you will see that those things we are lecturing you is very good. It's for good of everybody. Learn it and make sure that it goes viral. The next thing that's very important that I want to advise the governors before we end this program is about education. Stop giving our people colonial education. What we are currently having in Anambra State, I mean in Biafra land, and Anambra State in particular, is colonial education. Colonial education is theoretical education, where you copy all the notes, speak all the grammar, with nothing to show for it. Teach our people practical education. Education for production. Practical education, that's what we need. Stop this colonial education of grammar, this, British grammar, foreign language. Teach them Igbo language. Teach them in Igbo. That's how every other country does it. Teach them with your own language. If you're Biafran governor, make sure if you are a Biafran governor in, say, Ijo, teach your people in Ijo language. If it's Shekiri, teach them in Shekiri language. If it's Isoko, teach them in Isoko language. Make sure that the books are translated to your language, to Igbo language. If you are an Igbo, teach in Igbo language. And let it be practical production. That's what we need. Not this British grammar this, grammar that, copy notes, copy that. You should stop it. It's not helping. And you should also trim what you are teaching our children. Teach them the correct things. Don't teach them that Mungo Park funded the River Niger. How can Mungo Park fund the River Niger? Is what those people are reporting to those that send them. That type of information is not meant for our people. The information is meant for people that send those people, those Mungo Park. They are telling them in their foreign land what they saw. That's not what you should be teaching our people. So this colonial education should stop in our land. It should stop in our land. Again, the summary of today's lecture is for the governors of Biafra land. To provide security for our people. To flush out all the Fulani terrorists in our lands. To provide electricity to our people before their term ends. To build roads. Actually, building of these roads also, don't forget rail. Don't forget rail. An Anambra State governor should build railroad from Onitsha to Awka and from Awka to Onitsha. He should also build railroad from Awka, from Awka to Nnewi, and from Nnewi to Awka. He should also build another railroad from Nnewi to Onitsha and Onitsha to Nnewi. And Governor Soludo, as you're from Isofia, you can build a railroad from Awka to Ekulobia. Railroad and vehicle transportation will spur faster business movement, business and people movement. As goods and services are moving faster, that's how money is entering into many people's hand. So you should build roads and railroads. All the southeastern governors in Biafra land, Biafra land, remember, is Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River. Build railroads between your cities. Build railroads. You can afford it. You have all the money. Biafra land is rich. You governors control all the money. You have the money. Governor Soludo of Anambra State, you have the money. Build railroads between these cities that I just mentioned. Onitsha, Awka, Nnewi, Ekulobia, and others that you may choose to. Is very, 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 very important. Another area we talked about is on health, education. And the last point is jobs. Jobs. When you have security, you have roads and railroads. When you have lights, jobs will naturally create itself. And it's left for you, governors of Biafra land, to protect the businessmen coming to establishing businesses in our land. Protect them. The rotten institutions, the police, the judiciary, the foreign colonial police we are practicing, and the foreign colonial judiciary we are practicing, it's not working. It's not working. They're not protecting business people. A lot of businessmen lose a lot of money. They lose a lot of money. So protect them so more people can come in to invest. And help to create jobs. Don't say you're providing enabling environment, because one governor of Anambra State that just left, he was mentioning enabling environment, 5 pillars for 8 years, and nothing was done. We want to see the practicality. We want to see what you are doing. Create job for our people. The governors of Biafra land create jobs for our people. Like I told you at Nkono Mahadum Wisdom University, we're going to be making things short. I just picked these few points to advise the governors in Biafra land, especially Governor Soludo of Anambra State, because a lot more, people expected much more from Governor Soludo, and his first term is about to end. And we haven't seen much. Yes, he's everywhere doing this and that, but let us organize the work. Organize your road construction so you can start a road and finish it fast. There are a lot of delays. People are suffering out of those delays. So at Nkolo Mahadum, we are here to advise you, to lecture you, to provide you information, the correct one, the correct information, to make sure that all of us are better. And before I end this lecture today, I will advise you again to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us, comment, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms. And, cut our videos and place in Instagram and TikTok and any other place. At Nkolo Mahadum, we lecture you from Biafran and African perspective. Finally, I will advise the governors in Biafra land to support ESN. Support ESN. They are the one flushing out the Fulani herdsmen from our forests. Support them. So that our people can have food on their table. And with this, we shall bring today's program to an end. My name is Dr. Obiora Mba Igbo Wezel. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.